And we're back.
Marriage Beyond the Veil.
So, on yesterday, we got on Four Horses.
Yes. So we were talking about John Gottman, who is a psychologist who says he can predict whether a marriage will succeed or not based on the four horsemen of the apocalypse, which is a metaphor for communication styles that can be in a marriage. Okay.
Right. So, refresh the memory of those who were here yesterday or enlighten those who may not have been.
Okay, so number one is criticism. Number two is contempt. Three is defensiveness. And four is stonewalling.
Okay.
So we started on criticism.
Right. And so it was so meaty that I guess we needed to do part two. So we're still on the horse of criticism. What she said.
You can't even talk this morning. But anyway, so and think of it as a way that people communicate.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever been in a relationship with someone that was always
overly critical?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that could be not just
honestly
work for anyone.
No, I mean, of course there's been work situations, but honestly I can't think of a relationship that I've been in where I've been with somebody that was really overcritical. And the main reason why is because I choose well.
And I was like, you would shut it down, whether it was work related or personal. That would not be something that
it's not anything that I'm going to entertain.
Yeah, exactly.
Because again, we're talking about motivation, not that critiques aren't necessary and can't be valuable. But when you're talking about somebody who the motivation is such that there is no desire to enlighten, to encourage, to elevate, so it's just coming from a negative place,
right?
And that's their thing.
So every time you come to the table with an issue or an obstacle in your relationship, it's always going to be critiqued, or they're going to be critical of what you did. Well, you did this, or you did that, or you did this, or how come you didn't do this?
So very, very much an outward kind of a observation and no inward reflection.
Right. Well, you should have done, that type of thing. So, and that's when it really gets to be where I believe would be something that you couldn't sustain for a long period of time.
Well, and this is the thing, from my perspective, I think most people know when they've done poorly. I think most people are aware if they've made bad decisions, or if they've done something that they will regret. And I don't think most people want to have that pointed out to them, and definitely not repeatedly. So when one is being overly critical about everything, because everybody also needs to be affirmed and need to know that they matter, and whatever contribution they're making is valued. And so if there appears to be no appreciation because everything is just criticize, there is nothing that is being reinforced in a positive way. Yeah, that gets old real quick.
Yeah, because and my thing is this: if, for instance, I'll make it real simple. If every time I cook the rice, I overcook it, okay, and so
I would just simply tell you, baby, don't cook the rice.
Or I'll cook it.
I was going to say,
or
let me cook the rice.
Try this method of cooking it. I Googled and found out that you can cook rice in the oven, and it comes out just as good and less headaches. So, I mean, you're not offering any kind of...
Or come home, look, honey, I have a rice cooker.
Which we have one for that very same reason. Okay, so I used to burn rice. It was a memory. But anyway, so yes. So when it comes to a personality or a way of communication, criticism or being critical of something that someone does on a regular, not going to work.
But as a point of clarity, critiquing is necessary.
Yeah, critique.
But being mindful that that in giving a critique, it's not a judgment, it's an assessment.
Right.
And it's assessment to help to maybe resolve an issue or to move things forward in a healthy way. But just to have somebody that is constantly criticizing, that gets old real quick. And the reality is, for married couples, is that's something you should have shut down before your I do's. Now, you've done And so you're going to have to continue to do until tomorrow. Unless the Lord says
You will be on another horse. That's my gallop sound.
All right. Isn't she adorable?
Bye.